Ever put in extra hours at work, feeling that stretch of time and effort, and then wondered if those additional moments would truly translate into a bigger paycheck? It is a common question, and understanding the answer can really empower you. The good news is that for many employees, the law absolutely requires your employer to pay overtime. Specifically, if you are classified as a non-exempt employee, you are entitled to receive 1.5 times your regular rate of pay for all hours worked over 40 in a single work week. This is a fundamental protection for workers. This crucial worker protection comes from a federal law called the Fair Labor Standards Act, or FLSA. The FLSA is the backbone for many employment standards, establishing rules for minimum wage, record keeping, youth employment, and, importantly, overtime pay for most jobs. The core of overtime eligibility really hinges on whether you are classified as an exempt or non-exempt employee. Most hourly employees, those paid by the hour, typically fall into the non-exempt category, meaning they are fully covered by these overtime regulations. On the other hand, exempt employees are usually paid a fixed salary and hold specific types of roles, often executive, administrative, or professional positions. These roles must also meet certain strict criteria to truly be considered exempt from overtime. To qualify for an exemption, an employee generally needs to pass 3 important tests. First, they must earn above a specific minimum salary level, which is currently set at $680 per week. Second, they must be paid on a salary basis, meaning their pay generally cannot be docked for partial day absences. Third, and perhaps most complex, their primary job duties must involve specific responsibilities that requiring independent judgment and discretion, rather than merely performing routine tasks. It is these 3 factors together that determine if the FLSA overtime rules apply to your role. To figure out your own overtime eligibility, a great first step is to simply ask your human resources department or supervisor how your position is classified. Beyond that, carefully review your job description to see if your primary duties align with the executive, administrative, or professional categories. Pay attention to how you are paid, whether it is hourly or a consistent salary. Importantly, always keep accurate personal records of all the hours you work. Note down your start times, end times, and any breaks you take. Having these records is incredibly helpful for clarification and ensures you have a clear picture of your actual hours. Here is an interesting detail. A work week does not always align with the traditional Monday to Friday schedule or even a calendar week. Under the FLSA, a work week is defined as any fixed and regularly recurring period of 168 consecutive hours, which is 7 consecutive 24-hour periods. Your employer sets this definition, but it must remain consistent. Also, it is worth noting that while federal law provides a baseline, many states have their own labor laws that can offer even greater protections. Some states, for example, might requiring overtime pay after 8 hours worked in a single day, or for the 7th consecutive day worked in a week, even if you do not exceed 40 hours in that work week. Always check your state's specific labor laws for these additional benefits. By understanding these essential rules, you gain the confidence to ensure you are fairly compensated for every hour of your dedication and hard work. Knowing your rights regarding overtime pay empowers you to protect your financial well-being and maximize your earning potential, helping you build a stronger financial foundation for your future.